The plan for this year really was to optimize every area of performance. Anything that could have an impact on time and speed, we were going to look at and work out what we needed to try and break the record. And for me, just breaking the record that was held by Alex Pritchard after I broke it in 23, that wasn't really enough of a motivator. I wanted to push that boundary even further. And as an athlete, if you're the first person to do something, nobody can ever take that away from you. So my plan, the idea, if you like, was to be the first person ever to go sub 18 on a road bike. And we can debate the road bike stuff until the cows come home, but ultimately the CTT set the rules, and really they don't even do that, we do. So as long as we were working within those rules, and that was for the road bike category, then we were fine. So we kind of broke down every single part, everything that I could wear, everything that we could use that would make me faster, and started the whole philosophy, which was what's next. And the moment we'd found and tested something that worked, I'd look at it again and say, right, what's next? Because the moment you become happy with what you're using, you can guarantee somebody else is already asking what's next, and they're overtaking you, which nobody really ever wants. And so the philosophy of what's next was really the mantra for the whole process. It started with a conversation with Alex from Argon, who kind of planted the seed of what bike would you use. And I'd used the 117, the Argon 18 E117 in 2023. It was a good bike, it worked, the position worked, but no rule change had come in saying that we couldn't use time trial frames, so I used a better one. So we set about using an E119, which is Argon's sort of flagship triathlon model. It's designed to go fast in a straight line. It's designed to have lots of integrated storage, and it handles really well. It's a slightly shorter wheelbase than other time trial bikes that I've ridden in the past. And so when you put road bars on it, it rides like a normal road bike. And that wasn't necessarily something that I needed, but I also knew that I was going to be using this bike every day. And so having something that wasn't a handful to ride was always going to be useful. And that's exactly what we managed to do with the bike. So it wasn't easy putting road handlebars onto it, because it's mechanically something that can't be done. So I had to have a stem made for the bike to make it so that we could fit a set of standard 31.8mm bars on it. But it worked perfectly. We did some aero testing in between, and the aero testing I did actually to start with on my E117 from 2023. And we put a bike fitting stem on it, and using that bike fitting stem in the wind tunnel, we were able to establish what was the fastest overall position. That gave us the measurements that I then needed to work around the frame, the E119, and get the perfect kind of optimal front end. And obviously in that wind tunnel testing, we were testing for skin suits, helmets, overshoes, bottles, all these different things that we could use within the rules. And each one of those things has an impact on aerodynamics and optimization. So we looked at it. The skin suit made by Imp Sport, by far the fastest suit I've ever used, and that gave us a big chunk of time, which really helped. And ultimately, all of this testing was designed to make me go fast at 33 miles an hour, which is what I knew I'd need to average to go sub 18 basically. And that was the whole point of everything we'd done, was sub 18. It wasn't until we started racing at the start of the year that the initial focus for the start of the year changed a little bit, because road bike champs came before any of the opportunities on the fast courses. So when it came to the optimization, everything was focused on one thing, which was 33 miles an hour. But when it actually came to kind of putting it into practice and the proof of concept at the start of the year, there was that, it was always in the back of my mind that road bike champs was proof of concept. It was go there, try and get a result, and prove that the work you've done over winter was right. And ultimately it's a science experiment. So if you've done the theory and then you've done the experiment, which is the testing side of it for me, the race itself is a byproduct. It as long as physically you turn up and you're within a few percent of what you know you can do, there's only so much difference that there can actually be in your performance, because that's how aerodynamics works. And when you've optimized every element, every single part of the bike and the setup that was used for a reason, and when you've optimized that side of it, the confidence going into it as well, sky high, to be totally honest.